Hello, everyone, and we're back.
Hello.
Yes, we are back, and we have an interview today that is a surprise.
Surprise.
And we have a lovely person here with us. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Janine Matthews. I'm the Public Relations Person and the Volunteer Coordinator at Narragabup, the Rockingham Regional Environment Centre.
How lovely is that?
Great.
Now, you've been doing this for how long?
I've been at the centre for about 2 years, but I've been doing what I do there for about 7-8 years.
7-8 years?
Yep.
Do you want to come up closer to the microphone?
Is that a bit better?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just having, because the microphone is so sensitive, so, yeah.
They are also massively big.
Yes, they are.
Tried to knock it off the table.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
We're all trying to, get it all close together anyway, so that's perfectly fine.
And don't worry, I hit my mic a few times.
It's true, yeah. Now then, do you have some things that you like to do at the centre?
Sorry?
What do you like to do in the centre?
What do I do at the centre? Okay, well, I as I said before, I look after all of the volunteers. So when they come in to show interest in the place, I talk them through what's needed and get the paperwork for them and sort of show them around. And then when they're all ready, we do an induction twice a month to induct the new volunteers. But also I promote anything that's happening at the centre all the time. And we've got a couple of events coming up, so I was wanting to just talk about those.
So I hear you saying that you have 2 flyers here.
Yes.
You can hold this one if you want to.
Yeah.
This one is about finding turtles who is in danger.
Yes, these are the loggerhead turtles that washed down from up at the Ningaloo Reef.
Oh,
We up until just recently we had 2, which when they came in they were just little hatchlings, so they were only very, very tiny. They were only about this big.
That's so
and,
cute.
We rehabilitated them, and when they left us they were about, you can't see on the microphone on the radio, but they were big.
They were big?
And they were taken back up to Ningaloo or back up to Exmouth to be released back into the ocean.
Aww.
So we've been without turtles for about 2 months, but it's time again, especially having these storms for the last few days.
Yeah, the storm's been going
so
crazy.
This is basically to alert people that if they find a hatchling on the beach, because there's a difference between a turtle and a tortoise.
Yeah.
So these are loggerhead turtles. So if you find these on the beach, please don't just put them back into the ocean, because they've been washed down from the warmer waters and our waters are cold down here. So you need to either bring them into us at the Environment Centre if we're open on those days, and if not, you can ring the Wildlife Wildcare Helpline on 9474 9055, or if you can't get any luck there, you can ring Pauline, who's our main reptile marine person, and her number is 0403 599 068. But I'll get Trish to put these up on your page as well, so if people are desperate, they can get in touch with us. And because what we do is we don't just take them straight in. They've got to go up to the zoo to be assessed and given any medical treatment.
Yeah.
And then once they're viable, they come back to us.
Just in case if they're hurt in anything way.
The last 2 we had both had one of their flippers missing.
Oh my goodness.
And after watching the documentary on Ningaloo just recently, there's this big crab called a ghost crab that lives up there that takes most of the hatchlings as they come out. And so
Ghost crab.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what took one of their flippers off.
Is it ghost crab what is hiding in the sand?
The same colour as the sand, yes. So when the hatchlings come out of their eggs, there was millions of these crabs all over the beach. And
Were they tiny? Were they little tiny crabs?
They were bigger than the little hatchlings.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah. So, so that's something you should try and have a look and watch the documentary on.
We might actually have a look at that after the show, because I have never heard of ghost crabs.
No, well, I hadn't either until I saw them because it's a 3-part series. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in the last episode, and they showed the turtles being not ours, unfortunately, but they showed the turtles being released back into the ocean up there at Exmouth.
So they take them to the zoo to examine them, making sure they're like okay, healthy, and nothing like caught on to them and anything like that.
Yeah.
And then they bring them to you to recover.
Yes, and they come with it to us, and we just rehabilitate them and bring them up to speed and just monitor them. We've got a good team of marine biologists there.
Oh, that's good.
And they sort of monitor their weight and what they're feeding, and we've got a couple of really big tanks that the turtles live in. And to start off with, when they're little babies, you know, those plastic white baskets that you put all your bits and pieces in.
Yeah.
They live in one of those with a bit of
Aw.
pool noodles on the side of the float, so they're in the water, but they're just skimming on the top of the pond, so that way they just learn to eat.
Oh, that's
then
smart.
as they get bigger, the food gets dropped further down the tank to teach them to forage for their food.
Oh, okay.
So I've learned a lot about turtles since I've been there, and it's quite fascinating.
I think that's fascinating to like use a pool noodle to teach them how to like catch their food and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's on the side of the little basket that they float in.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is.
That's so cute. Is it
Adorable.
is it anything else that they should like notice if they find one?
Well, just that don't put it back in the ocean's the main thing, and to bring it to either to us or to ring one of the healthcare,
Okay.
wildcare healthcare lines.
Yeah.
Because if you find a normal tortoise, like opposite, because we're right opposite the big lake, people will bring one in. But if it's just a tortoise, you can take that back to the lake because they're a freshwater.
I noticed that.
Yeah, well, turtles live in the ocean and tortoises.
Yeah, I seen tortoises near the like near shell waters a lot.
Yes.
So yeah.
So that's sort of the difference. So, so if you find them on the beach, it means that they've been washed down, and not to put them back into the water, because then they'll get washed further down, down to Albany, and that the water's too cold for them.
If someone does find one and like wanted to take it to like the place to like drop them off, how would they do that without harming them?
They can just pick it up around the body of the shell, and it can go into a cardboard box or something. It doesn't need to have water or whatever, all the time, but it needs to have intervention fairly soon.
Yeah. Well, if anyone does find one or want to help out with it as well, you can call on these 3 numbers as well that we will put on the website. But you have a second one as well. You bought a second pamphlet in.
Yes, I did.
That you have.
I did.
Do you want to read that out, Jason?
Yep, the sea change, the future of seabirds on the shore waters Bay Islands. Or did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Oh, right.
Good job.
I'm kind of like her. I know what the word says, but it's just
It's really hard to pronounce.
Yes.
I know. Some of them jump around on the page.
yeah.
My mouth and brain don't always coordinate and say the same thing.
Same here. Same here. It doesn't work out the same for mine.
So you are now. So you're helping out the birds there, like the seabirds that have been living there for.
It's a big talk that's happening next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but Saturday week on the 17th. That there's going to be, I think, 5 different experts talking on the seabirds, and that includes our penguins. So
From
that's
Penguin
the main-
Island.
Yeah, our little penguins. So that's sort of one of the main instigators of this is the safety and looking after our little penguins.
Okay.
So as I said, there's going to be 5 different experts talking about the seabirds of the Shoalwater Bay. And if anyone's interested, I'll get Tris to put this on the page.
Yeah.
There is a booking site for people to go to. There's no charge to come to the event, but there's a gold coin donation to come into the Environment Centre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think morning tea will be, and maybe lunch will be provided. So it'll be quite interesting.
So are you going to like have a meeting about it to like rescue the penguin and the birds from?
I'm not sure.
Certain
This
places?
is just something that they've booked the centre to put this on, so I'm not 100% sure. So the best thing, if anyone's interested, to go to the
Website?
the CCWA, which is the Conservation Council of WA. So I'm assuming it'll be on there.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what I wanted to sort of publicise that. But as I said, I don't know much about what they're going to be talking about.
So it's really hard to like
Yeah.
explain because you don't have like
The knowledge.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have the knowledge in that area. But also the fact that they've hired the Environment Centre to put this on in our big conference room. So they're basically just somebody booking our room. But I think it's a worthwhile thing to publicise.
Yeah.
To,
And to make it more easier for people who's like more closer to come
yes,
if they want to help out
yeah,
and know how to get that as well.
yes, all that information no doubt will be available on the day at the
And
conference.
that's good.
So so that'll be, I think, fantastic. I don't normally work on a Saturday, but I think I'll have to come in and have a look, learn something that I don't know.
Have you had birds at your centre before? Like penguins or pelicans or
No,
seagulls?
we don't have them in the centre.
Oh, yeah.
So because I think the penguins need to stay over
In Penguin Island.
on their habitat, and we don't have bird life. We have reptiles and marine life, but not bird life,
Yeah.
because we need pretty big aviaries.
And it kind of be hard with a pelican as well because they would just skip up the fish.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it'd be practical or even allowed to have any of them
Yeah.
on display unless you've got a huge big area.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
But we've got lots of reptiles which are fantastic, and we've got our school holiday program coming up.
Oh,
shortly,
yeah.
Which, when I go into the centre now, we'll be working on the program. But we always have workshops on the reptiles where they get brought out and talked about, and kids can hold the snakes or the bobtails or whatever comes out, and they learn about what to do and what not to do. And so we usually have one or two reptile workshops during the school holidays, and there'll be lots of marine workshops as well. We do one that we call the dipping pond, which is a pond we've got out the side of the centre. It's got a lot of algae and stuff in it. And what it is, it's the workshop, the kids will scoop up some water and they'll see all the little wrigglies and things in there, which is the larvae of different small things. But they're called macroinvertebrates.
Okay.
And the kids then get to look at them under a microscope so they can identify them and then learn about the life cycle of whatever the wriggler is. And, so that's quite a popular workshop as well. And we'll be doing a few craft workshops too. So
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
they're always fun, always well.
We have 4 questions for you that we have made. So here's the first one. What type of animals are there and if they have names?
Yes, all of our reptiles have names. We've got what is it?
You have to I'm so sorry. You have to try to think of them now.
The pythons, we've got... Oh, there you've got me.
I'm so
There's
sorry.
Zaza.
Zaza.
And what's the other big the carpet python? I'll have to think about that. And we've got Monty and Rex are the 2 smaller Stimson's pythons.
Ooh.
And Nanook is a bearded dragon.
Ooh.
And he's quite a popular... He's about that big.
Oh, so he's like tiny?
Sorry?
Is he like little tiny? Like a medium size?
Yeah, he's probably about, what's that, I'd say about a foot, but what's a foot these days?
Good
like
question, yeah.
8, 9.
But he's probably about the width of a piece of A4 paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's big.
I think that's 30 centimetres or something. Yeah. And we've got a few small geckos, but I can't remember their names.
That's fine.
But we've got bobtails and one's called Bobette.
Bobette.
Well, we did have Bob and Bobette, but Bob left us.
No.
And, so Bobette was his.
It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
But a couple of our fish have got names.
Oh yeah.
We've got axolotls, which
Oh.
midnight eclipse and
Oh, so that.
moonlight, I think.
Oh, so like they're all like dark colors, or are they just?
There's a black and a grey and a white.
Yeah.
Do they scream?
Scream.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
apparently axolotl will make a little scream noise when they're barking.
Yeah, they actually do that.
In water. They live in water.
Yeah, they bark in the water.
I've never. I'll have to ask our marine team.
Yeah, they do pretty random.
Yeah.
Like they randomly just scream in the water.
My
You can see by their mouths just opening wide and going.
yeah, pretty much because one of my siblings have told me this information that they bark during the night.
Right.
So that's probably why you haven't seen it, because it's like a nighttime thing. So
It's like me. I had a fridge that made weird noises at night, and I thought there was a cow in there.
Oh my goodness!
But in our big marine pond, we've got 2 rays. So one of them's a banjo shark ray, and he's of course called Banjo.
Oh,
and
okay.
We've got a shovel-nosed ray that's called Doug.
Doug.
Can you work that one out?
oh
Doug.
wait, I actually think I've been to that place after I heard Doug. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
Doug. I have heard of Doug.
I went there on like an excursion to Point Param, and we went to that place and we saw like Doug and and like that's funny.
So yeah, some of the individual marine fish have names, but not everybody.
Not
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't think I specifically been to. I remember hearing about like one being called Doug. I don't know if it's exactly the same place.
Do you want to?
Because he's got a shovel nose. I mean, a shovel digs. So that's. why
Oh
it's called
yes.
Doug.
So
Yeah.
did he use his nose to like dig on the ground and hides in the sand?
Instantly, they will be on the sand and they'll just go like that.
Oh.
And they're under the sand.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do that.
And all you can see are their gills breathing and their eyes.
Yeah, you can see like the itty bitty black eyes. Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna help them hiding if they see the
it does
scale.
because other fish can't.
Ah,
them because
so
they-
they can't see them, but we can see them. Ah, okay.
Yeah. It took me many, many months to be able to look at the sand and spot them because I couldn't work out what I was looking for.
I swear, I've been to now I'm just wondering if I've been to the actual place or not. I'm now.
I've been to it before.
You more than likely have, and
Yeah, it's in Safety Bay, meaning I would have seen it, and just the names sound really similar, like Eclipse, Midnight, Moonlight, Doug.
I think you've been to the place before.
we're right opposite the big lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I have. Maybe I
Maybe you
haven't.
haven't, don't remember.
I remember going like on a lot of schools excursion to
Yeah.
like a one place with just a lot of plants, but it's also not just like with reptiles, and also they have like a weird butterfly thing and
We
like
did have, yes.
oh yeah, maybe
Maybe you have.
You've been there.
You've been there.
and if I have, then I've been there and I still haven't known the name of the place because I've been there in primary
You
school
were
a
just
lot.
dragged along.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just kept on getting taken along, having no idea where I'm going. I even go there even before I went there.
Yeah. Do you want to read the second one now?
All right, the second one. Well, we kind of already got the answer.
Yeah, we did.
So let's do the.
What was the question?
We already
The
had
second
two of
one
them
was
down.
what environments do you look out for? But you talking about all the reptiles and
Yeah.
sea creatures.
And we also got the other one out that if you do endangers animals as well. what you do with the turtles and the fishes and all that.
Yeah, so we got that answer.
Do people volunteer with the centre? Like, do they help out with the centre with volunteering?
All of the people that work there are all volunteers.
Yeah, and I guess we also got that answer when
Yeah, we
when
did.
you said you were the head of looking.
Hey, why do you think I'm the public relations?
Yeah,
He answered all our questions so easily.
yeah. We didn't even get to the first one. Was the only one we got to answer.
Have some of the reptiles ever fallen asleep on you?
Yes.
Yes.
The snakes do.
Mm.
And they have micro sleeps. They don't sleep full time.
Oh.
They just have micro sleep. So if you're holding them and their tongue stop going out, you know that they're having a micro sleep.
Okay.
And then they'll just suddenly, the tongue will start coming out again.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Because I remember being there because I did a course there when I was in high school. I had two of the snakes on me. I had one around my arms. I had to have my arms out like this. And then the other one was wrapped around my stomach. And they got the second one off, where it was on my arm. But the third one, they couldn't find it because it was hiding underneath my cardigan. So I undid my cardigan and they just found him falling asleep. And he didn't wake up one bit until they started moving him. He woke up.
They do that. And it's what they call have a micro sleep.
Yeah.
It's like a personal little bell.
But the funny thing is, he was asleep for like longer than expected.
Yeah. He was warm.
He
So
was warm.
happy.
I had like a long sleeve t-shirt with the white t-shirt on top with the cardigan. So he didn't know when to let go.
Is it weird that I don't know what a cardigan is?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, a cardigan is like a jumper but more thinner.
Oh yeah.
But without the
Cardigan is
hood.
like your wind cheater
Yeah.
or
But-
whatever you call the jacket,
Yeah,
Oh,
jacket,
nice.
but
Surf
without the
jacket.
zip.
but knitted.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh,
that's
is
what
it
a cardigan is.
Yeah.
a wool jacket.
Yes.
It's a jumper.
Yeah,
but
a wool jumper.
that buttons up the front.
Yeah.
Oh,
And without the hood.
so a sweater, basically, almost like a sweater, like
Yeah. Pretty much like a sweater.
with buttons down the front.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So your sweater's very American.
Yeah, it's
Um,
because of my autism. It's just like I try to understand things simply and
Yeah.
also not know much things.
I saw your image what a cardigan looked like, buddy.
Yeah.
I've got my cardigan in the car. When I went to America, this is digressing from the Environment Centre, back in the 80s, because my eldest sister was living over there, and I wanted to buy a jumper.
Oh, yeah.
But to Americans, a jumper is like a jumpsuit,
Yeah.
all-in-one jumpsuit.
Yeah.
So I had to, I think it was a sweater I had to ask for. But there was lots of things that my sister had to say, no, it's not called that here. It's called such and such.
I know. And the thing is, I'll probably know most of them what they're called just because being autistic, I get told I actually sound a lot like I sound more American.
People say I sound like more Irish.
Though I did get told by someone I sound more British. I had the British tongue, and I'm like,
Well, it also depends on what video games you've been playing constantly
look,
or what programs you've been watching constantly.
the only programs that happen to be on is, well, it's mostly American shows on like TV
you don't
nowadays.
have anything to
so
say.
So I rest my case.
Yes.
I did watch The Wiggles.
Now, you mentioned before that some of the snakes go for your little headband that you wear, your flower crown.
Yeah.
How did that happen exactly?
I don't know. We've got a little snake, which is a baby Stimson
Aww.
python. She's having a holiday away just at the moment. But
Is it because of the weather?
no, she's just gone back with one of our, with Fleur, who's our chairperson, just to. I don't even really know why she's gone back to Fleur's place for a little bit. But anyway, she'll come back to us
Okay.
at some stage. But I had her in my hair.
Oh.
And she was caught up underneath and she was all
So you really like the crown,
me or the snake.
the snake.
And I do too. I like
I own flower crowns as well.
yeah, I always wear flowers in my hair.
Well,
I've never seen you wear one.
you have never seen me wear one. I roll them like a couple of times.
I probably don't want to either because
You should wear it to the quiz night.
I will wear it
and
for the
then-
quiz
Then you'll have to
night.
come to the quiz night so you
Yeah.
can see it.
oh god, I'm gonna be busy on the quiz.
That's fine. It
It's going to be fun.
will be fun, actually. But yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
No, I think I've mentioned the three things that that I wanted to talk about. So,
Well, thank
plus
you
other
so
bits and pieces that we're throwing in there.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. And thank you for having me.
Mm.
And everybody out there, come on down to the Environment Centre.
Exactly. Like she said before, if you do find a turtle on the beach, you can always pick it up and put it in the box. Don't throw it back into the ocean.
No.
But you can call on these three numbers. What is 9474-9055. The second one is 9591-3077. And the last one is 0403-599-068.
Right.
So you can call on these, and you can also come to the meeting as well to
To the
help.
conference,
a
the
conference.
Seabird Conference on Saturday the 17th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's actually ironic that it's on the same
It is on
day
the same day.
as quiz night.
It is.
Day.
But the difference is the quiz
Can't
night
get a
is on a
break.
different time, so that works out perfectly. But yeah, you can come to the concert and you can help out with the turtles as well.
Yes, and then come to your quiz night that night.
Exactly. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We
Cheers.
will finish the song we've been playing like I don't know how long ago. But enjoy the song and
We played it
yeah.
like 10 minutes ago, so we've been
Yeah.
talking for around 13 minutes.
or longer than that. I don't remember. But yeah, we'll be right back after a short break and yeah.